I have another question for you today. So, I'm kind of upset today because I got sent to my room and punished again. And this time, I took some money from my mom's purse, from my mom's room even. And it was only like $1. I just got some gum from it. And I really don't know what's the big deal. She has plenty of stuff, and I just wanted that gum. Can you help me understand what's wrong with this and whether that's even a big deal at all? Thank you, Gerald.
Toby, that is a really good question about stealing. And I'm glad that you were brave enough to ask us about it. Have you ever stolen anything, Gerald?
Well, yeah. I admit, I stole Pastor Tony's lunch one day because I thought it was a Skeeto. And I remember not feeling so well afterwards.
Gerald, that wasn't a Skeeto. That was a months-old, foot-long sub.
What?
It must have been so moldy it was orange.
It was a pretty color.
Yeah, I'm sure it looked like a Skeeto over after all that time, though. Well, I forgive you, Gerald, and I appreciate you acknowledging it. But and I hope that you're feeling better now, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm better now, but that was terrible.
Must have been gross. Did you eat the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I guess you must have thought it would get more like a normal Skeeto as you went
No,
along.
I just didn't want to waste it once I stole it.
Good to know, Gerald. So, Joel, just talk to me next time, and we'll just throw it away and try to get you a real lunch. So I can get you a Skeeto though. But
okay.
Speaking of getting you something,
Sure.
That we'd love to get you also to go to Centric at Camps this summer, by the way. And I want to.
What is that?
Centric at Camp is a camp for kids in our children's ministry.
Well, tell the
at our
kids.
church. Yeah. So kids, we'd love to have you guys join us, and maybe Gerald. We'll see if Gerald can make a surprise visit to Centric at Camps this summer. And this is going to be in July, and your parents have been emailed details. It's a really great camp for you guys to learn about Jesus and to be able to grow in your faith. And you're also going to have some fun, though the other parts are far more important in that. So we'd love for you guys to join us this year for Centric at Camps if you're entering into third grade through entering into sixth grade. So we'd love to have you guys for that, right?
Yes.
Be a lot of good time. Great time, right?
Yes.
Maybe some Skeetos, probably not.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Sorry, Gerald. Well, anyway, back to stealing, though, Gerald. Stealing is not okay, whether it's something small, like, what you thought was a Skeeto, or if it's something big. It's not okay ever to steal something. The Eighth Commandment, actually, in our Ten Commandments series, talks about stealing, because it shows us stealing is wrong. And that in that passage, it also shows us that God really knows everything. So, God would know. God knows everything that we're going to do, all the things that we do that we think are hidden. So I want you guys in family worship tonight, after you watch this video, to read Exodus chapter 20, verse 15, as well as read all of Luke chapter 12, which are some important passages about stealing and the opposite of stealing, really. Any thoughts then about this commandment about stealing?
Well, I think if we take things that aren't ours, we're telling God what he gave us just isn't enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So it really speaks to what we think about God, Gerald, right? We don't get to decide if somebody else really needs that thing that we want. God is the one that gets to decide it. And when we take from somebody, we think that we know better than God what somebody else needs and what we need. God sees it when we steal. Even if we don't think that we're going to get caught. Even if we think, oh, I'm stealing, but nobody's really catching me taking this thing from mom's purse or taking an extra dessert at school. And if we don't deal with this stealing now, we might end up stealing in other ways as an adult. Ways that could get us in trouble deservedly. Right, Gerald?
That's right. And we have to remember that stealing isn't just about taking stuff. It can be things like lying that you did chores to get your allowance, or pretending it's your birthday at a restaurant to get a special dessert.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's that even if it's not money it's taken from somebody, it's taking something away from somebody in a way. Yeah. So think about all the ways that we might steal, little ways that we kind of excuse sometimes. God is the God who never steals, though. And I hope these all point us to the amazing truths about Jesus more than anything. Because when God gave these commandments, he sent his son Jesus, who never once stole anything. But actually, instead of stealing, Jesus came to give to us even his own life. When we take from him, and we keep taking from God, and we take from one another. The Bible actually says that people kind of steal from God sometimes. And yet, Jesus dies for us still, right?
That's right. The Bible teaches that we shouldn't just stop stealing, but we should try to be givers.
Okay. Yeah, that's so important. So don't just stop that. Yeah, go and contribute and help people. You guys can actually give back things that you took from your parents or from school when possible. And you can even do more than give back. You can even serve other people. But please become an actual giver to the people that we might hurt, even to the people that aren't nice to us. Because when we become actual givers, that's a great way to serve our God. Right, Gerald?
It is.
Do we have a Bible verse for us today?
Today's Bible verse comes from Ephesians. It's Ephesians chapter 4, verse 28. Let the thief no longer steal, but rather let him labor, doing honest work with his own hands, so that he may have something to share with anyone in need.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I think we should go to try to find somebody to share something with, right, Gerald?
That would be great.
You kids have a great day.